welcome to Wrestling Fandom. Sorry to say, this is quite a depressing video today. Everyone's obviously heard last night's news about all the releases from the WWE. I'm just going to go through the list and see if I can give you my best memory of each one. I'm sure they'll be back in good time, or they'll go on to have further their careers. It's just depressing, really, isn't it? So on the list at the minute, I've got Rusev, who's probably one of the bigger names on the list. I mean, untapped potential. It's crazy how they let him down, really. My best Rusev memory was probably seeing him on the tank and him introducing us to Lana. So, but his WrestleMania entrance against John Cena a few WrestleManias back now. I think he was NXT. Was he NXT champion? If you could tell me in the comments. But it's madness, isn't it? And then next on the list is Heath Slater. I mean, 3MB was my biggest memory of him. And actually, he had that run against all the Hall of Famers, and I got the kids t-shirt. He was very wasted, great comedy character. But again, it's just a mess, isn't it? And then they can't help what's going on in the world today. There's obviously a cost-cutting measure. Next on the list is Eric Young. He didn't really do it in the WWE. He had a good run in NXT with the stable. If it escapes me, sorry, I'm just a bit overwhelmed by all this. But it was with Damo and Wolf, wasn't it? The stable. I'll see if I can remember. Next on the list, Luke Gallows, Carl Anderson. They just won the world's greatest tag team in Saudi Arabia, or World Cup, and they had a big thing at WrestleMania, big opportunity with the Undertaker and AJ Styles. Like, that's massive. They had a big contract, and they've gone. It's released, but I'm sure they'll make money if they decide to go back to Japan. And AEW would be the ideal opportunity for them, but who knows, they might be back in a few months, who knows. Kurt Hawkins and Zack Ryder, wow, they've been around for a long time. So my favourite Zack Ryder memory was when he had that little run with Cena, didn't he, and Eve Torres, so that was quite a big one. But my favourite one was when he won the Intercontinental Championship at WrestleMania in a ladder match, I believe. So that was a big memory for him. Obviously Kurt Hawkins, I think my favourite Kurt Hawkins memory was him on the losing streak, and then he won the tag team titles a couple of years ago with Zack Ryder at WrestleMania. So they'll both be missed. They love the WWE, they've always done them proud, and yeah, we'll go from there. Leo Rush, former Cruiserweight champion. I wasn't a massive fan of his, but he had a good run. He had potential, a lot of potential. He's tweeted out a nice message just to say that he's inspired to do more. So he's only young, so fair play to him. He might be back. EC3, what a wasted opportunity. I can't even think of a good memory. I mean, he had a few takeover matches maybe, but I can't think of anything in particular spring from my mind. But he had untapped potential again. Hopefully he'll go on to do more. I think one of the bigger names on the list is Eric Rowan. I mean, what have they done with him? He could have been a monster. He's like the current day. He could have been the current day Kane. I mean, massive guy, big red beard. I mean, they could have made him so much better. I mean, I think he was in the Wyatt family, but he's going to be remembered for a tarantula, a toy tarantula. I think the best memory of Eric Rowan was, obviously, he was on the losing side of it when The Rock beat him at WrestleMania. I mean, that must have been an honour for the then young Eric Rowan. So he'll be a miss. Primo and Epico, again, workhorses. Not too many memories of former tag team champions. I think they're best known for being Carlito's cousins and brother, I think. And wow, it's just another tag team which has been released of cost cutting, and it's crazy. Mike and Maria Kanellis, I mean, they haven't really done what they wanted to do, but Maria's been in and out of the WWE for years and years. I know she was having a baby or had a baby. Mike Kanellis never really got a push, but they've been on 205 Live recently, I believe. It's just another, like I've said it many times, another cost cutting in these hard times. Next up, No Way Jose, again wasted. Could have been a big talent if they presented him the right way and if they had the creative opportunity, but he would obviously be remembered as just a jobber, really. Like, he's like a modern day PG Godfather. I mean, that's all I can sum him up as. And then even bigger news, so the producers, biggest name on the producer list is Kurt Angle. I mean, my favourite, well, there's so many memories of Kurt Angle. My favourite Kurt Angle match, believe it or not, it's not the most technical match. It was against Shane McMahon, King of the Ring, 2001, 2002, 2001, I think. And obviously the suplex through the, well, he picked Shane up, suplexed him, misfired the suplex through a glass panel, well, glass, and then he did it again, and it was just, wow, hero Shane in that match and hero Kurt, but they wasted his comeback. I mean, Baron Corbin, it obviously shows how much they think of him. He should have fought Cena that year at WrestleMania, last year, I think, and wow, Kurt Angle, I mean, what else can you say? After Kurt Angle, you've got Mike Rotunda, who is Bray Wyatt and Bo Dallas's dad. RIS, he's been a character, he's been a producer, he's been with the company for years, so he was a bit before my time as a wrestler, but I mean, we know him as, the modern day era know him as Bray and Bo Dallas's parents, so it's a shame, but I mean, again, it's just crucial times at the minute, isn't it? I remember, I'm sure a lot of you remember him as Finlay, he used to have Hornswoggle, and he used to have that weird shillelagh, was it, stick, or I can't remember what they called it. He's basically him, produced the Women's Revolution. I'm pretty sure they'll bring him back if and when things get back to normal. They can't not. I mean, he's crucial. I mean, a few more names: Pat Buck, Sean Davari, Scott Armstrong, Sarah Stock, Shane Helms, the Hurricane, Lance Storm. He was a very, I mean, he wasn't very charismatic, but he was a very talented wrestler. He closed down his wrestling school. Only been working with the company for 4 weeks. And Mike Chioda, if I can remember him from as a kid, he's been with the company for 31 years. That's how old I am, 31. So he should be the first Hall of Famer referee, in my opinion. He must be nearing retirement, but how can they just let go of someone after 31 years? Final one was Aiden English. Again, he's a talented guy. He was in NXT with the Vaudevillains, I believe. He had the run with Rusev Day. I was quite entertained by him. That was another wasted storyline, gimmick. They could have done more with that. I think he's a commentator on 205 Live maybe, or NXT UK. He's another talented guy that just let go of. Well, hopefully, after this depressing video, we can bring you some better news in the new. There's also a little rumour that there could be more releases on Friday or Saturday or next week. This could have been the first wave, but I've heard as well, I've read that there's going to be hundreds of people backstage, up to 100 of staff personnel, not just on air talent, could be losing their jobs, so it's a sorry time. I just hope everyone manages to stay safe. Please like the video. I know it's not a very likeable video, but help me support my channel. Please like and subscribe, and I hope I can bring you some more videos and better news in the future. Thanks for watching.